Hello, I'm Ryo Hazuki 81. Thank you for tuning in my YouTube channel. Okay, yes, and as you know, I was recently cut off the broadcast somehow. Excuse me. Okay, so I was recently cut off the broadcast, and I think I had 3 or 4 hours of broadcast time there. And I guess I really had a lot to say, and in a way to really say it, I did say those things, but in another way, I'm thinking too. I don't know. I don't know if like this broadcast was all captured, every word I said. Maybe it was cut off within more than 5 minutes ago, because it's like about 4 or 5 minutes ago the broadcast was cut off here. Okay, so I know that I've come to that knowledge here, that it was cut off. Yes. all right, okay. So what I'm saying here is this. I don't even want to say what I think the Mad Angels really are. To me, what the Mad Angels are, what the Mad Angels really are, I'm not even going to say nothing. No. Okay? Won't even say that. The real Angels. Yeah. No. Let's not say that. Because, anything I say could be offensive if I say it the way I would really say it, the way I'm thinking. Sometimes it could really be offensive. And it doesn't matter if some person that took this Shenmue from me has a university degree. What I claim is special to students, even to professors, really, who teach in any, prominent school, college, private school too, whatever. I've impressed people, officials in private schools from that degree. That's just, what a private school, everybody is supposed to represent too. It is a special school that may only accept special students too. And the things I did, I'm supposed to be credited for, also in Inuyasha. Sit boy. Am I gonna Beetlejuice it? I don't say it 3 times, but whatever I said, it's like that. It's like that, okay? So, and my voice changes, my tone of my voice changes, I change, my looks change, I change. Everything about me changes. Put it that way too. You know how people like to get their change back in the old days, the old school days? Do you like your change? I just do that anyway. The same way I chamber kicks. Okay? It's not that I'm wanting to sound like I'm a bragging person, offensive, but there's a lot about me really that, I don't just say these things, but I know, and I'm not aware that I already know this, just forgot that I'm like that anyway, whatever the hell it is. Really, they shut down a college under Baker name from a teacher's. I don't know if that's why they shut it down. Do you know? I don't even know if some people in my history are alive or dead. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, moving on from that subject, okay? Let's not get into that kind of a mindset here about that too, because there are actually some people within my history Maybe within that year of 1995, they could be dead people. I don't know. That's something I don't know. Okay, yes. So I am Retro Hazuki 81, LLC. My name is Ryan Salazar, and I'm online posting these things because I've been denied, you know, what I've earned. I earned more, perhaps too, even though I was given what I was given, didn't get any of that received rightfully. Should have been given even more than they gave me, but they didn't give me nothing anyway. Just a dumb Mexican, right? No, I don't really think that. They just said he's just a dumb spit, just a dumb Mexican, dumb wetback. You smell like shit. You look like garbage. You smell like trash. You look like crap, Ryan. Get out of here, you dumb wetback spit fucking asshole. I don't know what people are gonna say about me. Seriously. Man, I talk like this motherfucking goddamn sailor from Detroit. I don't even care what's a vein. I'm full of my fucking self anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm really full of my own self. I'm powerful. Maybe I'm better. See, maybe I am brought up to think to be a good guy, be like an angel. And who are those bad angels I was talking about earlier? Probably people in my history. I don't even want to talk about that, because that's something I don't talk about. If I had ever used martial arts and I held back in 1995, I think I would have killed people, barely to roundhouse someone, barely to roundhouse kick someone. Maybe not even in their head. I don't know. It was too powerful. The power I had was too offensive, too powerful. I just didn't. I know if I use that, if I kicked some kid's kneecap, the way I was thinking long ago, I just give a little background history of me. I'm taught by instructors. I created my own theories of how to kick people with roundhouse kicks. The way I would kick them, I would have kicked them if I had to save my life. I'm not really supposed to say this, but I don't think I have reason to fight people anyway. I double kick them in the knees cap, blow it out, destroy their knees, probably be crippled after I kick them there, and then I kick them in the temple if they're still standing. That's the way I thought I could do that, because I had way too much power at that age. Way too much power with me, and I had too much power to destroy someone's rib cage. Too much power to, if I didn't get a clean kick over somebody's head in an inside-outside crescent kick, it could be done also with an outside-inside crescent kick, but then there's just more coming at them. Whether it's an axe kick, whether it's a double kick, like an axe kick or front or something, like more and more inside and spinning side and shuffling side and all these things I knew, not just with my legs. And I had a lot of upper body blocks going on, and kind of strikes coming here and there. I wasn't even taught karate. Correction, I wasn't taught kung fu, but the kind of karate I was doing was defying. It was defying the laws of some of the laws of karate, that, like, the teachings are like the laws to me, because they teach that. The teaching of karate that there's only, a combo move is only 2 to 3 moves. I had a 4 or 5 combo moves to do sometimes. like usually I think it was just four, but and then I learned from a teacher I could have kept going on and on from that four move. Actually, I probably could have come back in the form and maybe do a 10 combo move exactly from the upper body, and Tangsido stance. It's like the art I trained in. I did go past three. The teacher taught only to do three, but it's probably better to go with three, two or three moves that are combos. What's the 90s are teaching combos, or whatever. I think a combo being two or three hits in like a sparring and that is only meant to be, done. It's only meant to be done like, just for short range, like within short range, close range, and it's only meant to be done like to take someone down, to stun them, maybe. Because most people that do those combos are not that powerful anyway. But when I did them, yeah, there's too much to consider what it would be. But what I did do more than that was just like a 4 or 5, spear hand, keep going. But it's just past that last combo move. It's just like there's too much you can do with what you. Well, that's my experience. There's just too much I can do. I see. This is another thing about my martial art. I don't think the martial arts I teach sometimes are something that everybody can just do. Maybe people of a certain talent, body structure, weight, gender. These are all factors that determine the real effectiveness of the Hazuki style. Whatever I'm saying. Okay, I'm kind of getting lost in this conversation somewhat, but what I'm trying to say here, okay, let's get back on the subject from last broadcast. Okay, yes, I'm going to conclude this now, and I think I've already been online, the second video for 20 minutes at least. Okay, all right. Yes, happy holidays, everybody. It's past the holidays. My phone. It's already January 6th. Okay, so forgot what day it is. Forgot. What did I forget? What would I maybe like to forget sometimes, or like to remember? What does that matter sometimes? Well, it would matter to me. It would matter to me, but it might matter more to someone else. So, when I forget the day, I forget the time, I forget that, the year it is maybe. I mean, I'm doing moves that I've done so long ago. I guess it's, been that long ago, but I haven't, if I haven't lived my life the way it was supposed to have been lived. I don't know what to say. But anyway, forget me. Today, especially tomorrow, I don't know. Today, not especially. Why would I say that? I have a family. What is that? What? Do I have family? See, that's the thing about me. It's always about somebody else, concerning me. if I'm this from a degree, I should have made new family, people in my family in other countries, gone there, flown there, something more. I don't want to get into some of these things, but, even like tomorrow may be a special day for somebody else that was in my family too. And you know what? They might be dead now. They might not even be alive. See, people live, people die. It doesn't matter if you're born on Christmas Day. It doesn't matter if you're born on the day of the, Easter, Good Friday, whatever, these holidays, America. What about the day that some days in Asian countries, every day is another day. We're following in America the Aztec calendar. Some countries might follow a different type of calendar. See, so all these things that I've done that year, this is about the world. These are international claims I've got. My claims are revolving the planet. These are international claims. My claims changed the world 31 years ago. I can't, how to say this too. Last year was officially 30 years ago when I had done the moves to date. If it was last year, 2025, I did most of the moves for Shenmue. Not talking about some of Kiryuki's moves right now, but that was done, to my knowledge, I remember in 1991. I'm still here. I'm not, I'm not going to deny myself anyway. See, this is that, but most of the moves are done to date last year, 30 years ago. They should have been claimed right away when I earned all these things. When the game was to be published, made, Shenmue, and then Namco's characters, the new one, Jin, and you're going to make him Jin. You're going to make him me. And I'm already remembered that I made him me. Some of those scenes in Tekken 8 even, I remember the things I told the teacher. And save your college recorder, save your tape recorder, cassette recorder, you can save that. You're going to need that. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. I did this, but I don't want to get nothing out of this. I did tell you, teacher, what did I tell you? Do you remember what I told you? I was presenting these ideas to you, teacher. Yes. I was presenting these ideas to you, but there was something I was also presenting to you that was conditional. These are not just unconditional giveaway, free ideas and stuff I was giving to you to use. And then what did you and your dons do? You sold these ideas. That's what the Federation doesn't say. Oh, okay, so yeah. I don't think it's exactly like Tears from the Kingdom. I don't think it's exactly like that. It could be, maybe some of my ideas that I told this teachers could be, also in a way, somewhat of a diversion of another game that came out too. You notice how Tears of the Kingdom has all these pieces of land and skies? Well, it does. But what I had said to the teacher, I was thinking about the universe, power, verse. I felt like at the time I had so much, key in me, powers to be developed still. Maybe that can happen even today, some of that, or all of it. I don't know what to say about it, but like, I had that power, felt it in me for sure. And I was not taking these medications that, stop me from living my life at the time. And eventually I did take some, medicine for mental illness, but what had created these video games for so many years, my LLC claims these things, is inspired from that training sessions. And I was honored to train with these talented dons. They showed me how good they were at the moves they did. And some of the moves they did were also from other styles. The acrobatic Chinese inspired movement of kip up. Excuse me. I remember seeing starfish kip up done in that class. The basic kip ups. I did one of my own kip ups. How many times did I do that? Maybe more than once. I just get up like that. You notice how Jin Kazama gets up? He does his own kip up. But he has a different way of doing it. And that's because I remember doing the kip up like that in 1995. The way I did it, it's not safe as the way the teachers do theirs. But the way I did mine was just having the power of gravity, some kind of power of the planet in me. I think that, see, the way I'm doing it, if you notice the way Jin Kazama does a kip up, you can get him to do it now. In Tekken 8, I think he does it also, the same one, maybe in Tekken 7. But the way Jin does that kip up, it's like the way he does it, he's kipping up. He's kipping up at a longer distance. He's still kipping up and he gets on his feet. But that's because the power of the planet is in his body. And he's not using his technique and his intellect to really do it, but it's just like the way I remember doing that, it was, it's just the intention that I remember seeing these teachers doing their kip ups in class. Now that the kip up, let me explain that. Okay, so that's an acrobatic move. I don't know if the master in our area taught kip ups to these Don teachers. I don't know if he taught them that. See, I don't know where they learned those kip ups, but I had done one of my own, and I think I did it maybe 4 times or something like that. But like, I did this kip up. It's my own kip up. And then I did it, but it still was effective. Still, I didn't think I was going to hurt myself doing it at all. But I'm just saying I would not ever recommend people doing my kip up. But I did it anyway. It's just the body I had was, what it is I jumped up off the ground. But I'm not supposed to jump at a longer distance. It reminds me of the time, in a way, when I did the kip up. Okay, it reminds me in a way when I was taught Dark Moon, and that's Kyokushin move also, that is also known as Thunder. okay, Rolling Thunder. Who's that guy? I was online with a class. Forget that guy's name. Shane was it? I think it's Fight Tips for Shane. Okay. Yeah. So Rolling Thunder, I was taught that one time. I didn't have a good chance and opportunity to really prove that I could do that move. But it reminds me of the time doing my own kip up. It reminds me of the time when I, was barely showing that. But then I did another Kyokushin move instead, and that's another one Jin does. It's like you're flipping on the ground, but you're so powerful you land on your back anyway. I guess you can still do that because I've seen guys do this in Kyokushin tournaments, and I noticed that move, after playing the video game of Tekken anyway, that they do that move in Kyokushin also, and that's Japanese too. But see, like I said, I just did these moves after I came into class. I just did these moves anyway. It's a spiritual experience I had, and it came out of me anyway, that I could just do these things anyway. And that's not something that I just take lightly upon myself, who I am, and like what I signify to the planet. Truthfully, I'm not supposed to be nobody. Believe me, even to the most prominent, coolest, military, legal authorities, I don't think I'm supposed to be nobody. And I cannot accept that ever. So, like, there's military people that are, high up officials that are sergeants, generals, captains, lieutenants, whatever they are, and people in the military, officers of high rank or officers in the police forces, they're high-ranking officials in their force. But what am I? And I mean, I can remember there was a student that I trained with too. It's kind of ironic about this situation for me too. The same guy that dated this girl that I was in this kind of a fake relationship with, Nick. Now I remember who that Nick was. I now remember who Nick is, but you didn't tell me who he was, did you? Why didn't you tell me, Sarah? I mean, I'm in the same room right now. If Sarah was here right now, that girl I dated long ago, I'm sitting in the same room now. I can remember her with her mother, and, oh, you're taking that guy to prom? You should have told me who he was and send me to Arizona, because that's who he's linked to. Why didn't you do that to me? Why did you do that to me? And why didn't you do that for me? Is what I should say to you. That's the problem I have with that girl. She knows exactly what she got away with in my history. But then again, this guy that taught me with these he didn't teach me these martial arts. He taught me the art he knows. But then they probably learned a lot from me that they didn't even know from their own martial arts. I don't want to brag about like that, but the Dons I trained with, I think they learned martial arts from me that are more expensive and special. Well, I know they did. What I taught them, what I contributed to the games and that 1 year is way more expensive and outstanding as a profession. I'm not bragging, but what I did there, those guys did don't get me wrong, the Dons did moves that are like, they did moves that would be considered Japanese or Chinese. They might have done a little Muay Thai or inspired, Yeah, I think there's one. Okay, there's the victory pose and that may be the teacher that taught last time. He did this victory pose of Ryo Hazuki does this move. It's like this special move. It reminds me kind of a Kempo, American Kempo and Muay Thai mix maybe too. But like he did this and it meant something more to me. But when I think about it nowadays, I remember he showed me doing that. Well, I'm doing it online nowadays. I might have the perfect form and technique in one of my later videos, exactly the full talent of that. It's something about the way Ryozuki would step back into just regular Taekwondo stance. It's like a mixture of stance, moves, and angled attacks, and then there's the Muay Thai spin around kick. Well, that's Muay Thai and its other parts going on there. See, these guys, I've studied martial arts, for some time now, and then I can kind of figure out these dons that I train with some, ways more or less. I can see what they're doing and what they, between the lines, what they don't want to say, what they would have said, or don't want to claim nowadays. I understand these dons a lot more today, but what I really wish, that I if I had a choice, which I think I've earned every opportunity, and to claim what I claim, that I did nothing really wrong, but even with them, or even regarding this girl, I would tell those teachers, you guys didn't tell me nothing. You didn't let me know nothing. And yes, I was going to just train I was going to train in 2002 with those dons, but I didn't because I dated that girl. I told her I was an actor from a drama class. I tell a lot of people that I'm proud of that. Some of those acts I did there inspired Shenmue I. And, I say these things. I would say these things to people because I understand what I'm claiming. And I know what I'm saying, but people might look at me like I'm nuts. So, like essentially here speaking to understand the black belt teachers, the dons, okay, they call them black belts. Let's call them black belts. I don't want to say dons. See, people always will make fun of people that don't understand us. We train a Korean martial art, and I train with these people. They're supposed to be my brothers and family or my parents to me, those don teachers, the black belt teachers. That's why I told Sarah what I told her. They're like my parents. But you didn't listen to me. I want to make you feel bad. If I would tell her that today, I think it's her birthday today, actually. But it's just like ironic to me that to realize these things one day when, like when you have feelings for someone at some time in your life, and if there's things that are said, there's things that are denied, and maybe somebody would lie about, and I don't know how terrible these things could really become, because all the while I'm Ryo Hazuki living near Detroit, born in Detroit. I'm not supposed to be here all this time. I'm supposed to have gone to Japan many years ago, but first I was supposed to get my black belt in Michigan, or was it the other way around? Because I remember Raymond told me, the teacher, he said, I don't want to see you back in my dojo. So maybe I was supposed to go to a studio. They were open then. The last people teaching this art now is that one Region 5 dojo. But see, he said, I don't want to sit back in my dojo ever again. You're going to come to me doing moves like that back here. He told me that. And then, see, so the impression I'm getting, I should not have even been in a state being that gifted in martial arts. I should not have even been there. And not just saying martial arts, athletic, strong, powerful, talented, gifted, all those crazy, wonderful things that are special. But to me, okay, see, he did tell me this. I remember the teacher told me, he said, you should go to Korea, that time. But then we're talking about Thailand, we're talking about Brazil a little, we're talking about Japan, we're talking about Kung Fu from China, we're talking about what else here? I'm just a young person there. We're talking about religions in the changing room, we're talking about world religions, we're talking about religions to join, to run away from your family because they didn't have the best interest in life to raise me this way. What am I taught? Okay, see, nowadays, what is it, the time of AI? Maybe I should just work at Ford Motor Company anyway. Forget all these things. I mean, hell, like, that works out great for the neighbor's son who was, they wanted this for him. You see what I'm saying? They wanted this for him. That works out great for him. He's already some kind of electrician, college degree or whatever. He's already that. To me, I'm looking at this kid, and he's got like these rich parents. He's got these rich family members and parents. Now, see, this is why I don't like this about what happened to me that at the time. Whatever my father has, whatever my parents both have, they worked hard for what they have. And they might have been driving around some fancy Mercury Villager representing Lincoln, whatever, Ford Motor Company, but they earned all those things, and those special dogs they had from, British Bulldogs. They earned all those things. Clearly, they earned them. And they wanted to be special too, like that, like they wanted to maybe more for us. I don't know. They wanted to have those nice things. They paid for them. They earned them themselves from working. And, that's why I kind of have a problem with the neighbors too, teacher. See, this is why I don't like this situation. Want to know how you guys are stupid to me or really wrong? You can tell this to Yu Suzuki too. Tell them in Japanese if you know it. This is what I would say. Okay, this is the truth here. Why I have a problem with this is because everything I was supposed to be in the martial arts, my foundation, was starting with that Throsanki in our community. And it's not my fault. You guys didn't tell Sarah what to do and not to do. I hope nothing bad happens to her. But, what she did destroyed the planet to me. Destroyed everything that was supposed to be for me, went to the wrong people. It's not my fault. You guys don't tell her what to do. Get her out of the picture. It's not my fault. Your kids don't tell me they're related to your cousin, Charlie, this thing, right? Raymond Savoy. I'm going to call you Mr. Scoopin. What? It's not my fault that you guys didn't tell me you're related to that teacher. You didn't tell me that. No. And your kids didn't have the respect ever in life to tell me that. I would have, did I even ask Molly that at the lunchroom? Damn it. I would have told John, you think he's all that? John was better and respectful. He didn't even tell me that. Who do you think you guys are? And that's why I think I'm cool and better in a lot of ways. I'm from Belvindale, the way it used to be. And you guys had something to do with changing the image of that city too, didn't you? I know how your politicians work, right? You guys have control of some kind of influence of like these scoopins. To me, they have influence of the state, the politics here, the representatives, government of America, or something more. You know, it's not up to me to figure these things out, really, but it has to be. See, it in a way, it has to be up to me to know these things, because their own kids, like, and this is what I think too. Their daughters, they just put up with me, like they didn't like your kids. And this is what I say. Okay, Raymond Savoy, there's a teacher. I didn't even know who those kids were. Nobody told me. No, I didn't actually know for all these damn years, and 27 years it's been. I didn't know they're related to that karate teacher, Raymond Patrick Savoy. That's the guy that I trained with that helped make Shenmue and Tekken and all these. These are special claims that I'm talking about. Nobody told me he's related to that Raymond. The kids are related. I forgot who these kids were, actually, and I don't even know. Maybe there's something more to happen through the Henry Ford Health system. You guys, your red lights and your yellow lights. I don't even know the tests they say they have. Was I something erased my memory? See, my claims may go as far as the pharmaceutical companies. And that's really insane too. Because their kids, the Scoopins, they actually have kids that are doctors. One of them is, or something. Immunology, looked one of them up. Immunology doctor. How do they make medicines? They use people's plasma. Maybe I got something special about me, but I don't really know that. I don't really know that. See, that's even like still like another claim. I don't really know that. But like, they make medications in America, Western medicines. They're meant to see, they're not always like curable medicines. This Raymond guy told me something more about. He told me something more about pharmaceutical companies and the changing. That's something else too. Maybe something they don't want me to say, but I don't really know. Like what was actually known to them, or something more about pharmaceutical claims companies. Like maybe concerning mental illness. I don't know. I really don't know. But like, see, this is the problem here, is that the right people were in my life at some times. And even if they're this next door neighbor people, they're kids. Now, see, then again, if they don't like me, see, this is the problem I have. Like, I can't really connect with the people that time. I mean, kids were copying me anyway, wearing these khaki cargo pants like I'm Van Damme. But let's add cargo pockets to that. See, and let's make it about Ricky Martin at first. That was coming. The Latin phase was coming. This J-Lo, Ricky Martin, Mark Anthony phase, and all these Latin celebrities from New York to Miami to Caribbean islands, Spanish places like that. All this was going on. It was about that. Floridian Latino musicians were special then too, but they were starting to become special. You see, the way I'm seeing this now and knowing this now, it's like, it seems to me like these artists in Latin music got so old. Well, how to say it? Like, their works are just not. I mean, like, they're not really making as much music now like they did then. like the reason I'm saying that too is like things just started just coming to a turning point when I was supposed to be given this in my rightful name. Like, and that was supposed to put in my name what I earned. Okay, it should have paid for my colleges, those royalties, trademarks, credits, copyrights, all those things that I contributed to. That should have paid for my education, scholarships, and everything. And in fact, if I, had a choice nowadays, I don't even think I should have even been a student at Riverview Community High School, or even been in this community ever to begin with. If the neighbors really see, I guess this is also a problem too. Like my parents, the parents I'm living with, they would want me to work for work for the auto industry, and the name they name is the same one that my dad and his dad and my cousins worked for, this Ford Motor Company. And so that's something I maybe could have done if I had the needs I had. If I was to stay here, I would have had to fall in love with the next door neighbor daughter or something. One of them, both. Is that maybe what my brother did? Really thinking like, I remember a time when he went over there to show him. I remember a time he went over there to show them his art pictures, and that's crazy because like, that's another problem I think that was going on here. My brother, well, one of my brothers. Okay, I don't like talking about him really, but I don't like saying this, but I think this is the problem I'm having with the history with this guy here is that it goes back even still to 1995, because what happened, well, he always likes to wear white t-shirts too. I don't know if that's the reason why, but this just, I shouldn't have been a nice family member in 1995. Shit, like this is a problem now, because like I wasn't obese all my life. What was I called? I called him Fat Boy. What do they call Danny Trehan's kid in the Paper Tigers movie, the new trendy movie? The same thing that my older brother would call me, because teachers couldn't understand me, principals didn't understand me, didn't know what to do about me. I might as well have moved to Hawaii. What's that teacher's name that I barely knew? I should have known after she changed it when she got married. She's still alive today. Mrs. Geppard. Yeah. And what is that? What more is that too? That's Hawaii. Our culture is Hawaii. The same place where Mark Dacascos lives. Still live there, Hawaii. I think he's living there. I've always been a fan of Mark Dacascos. Inspired me a lot in his movies, the time and that. But see, that's another part about my history too. I'm not supposed to be here in Michigan, I think. Even today, I think I'm supposed to stay here. And so what did he call, when we get to it, what did Danny Trehan call his son in the movie Paper Tigers? Ed. What did the brother, well, I called my older brother Fat Boy. Okay, but that's mean. Okay, that's mean, but that's just, kids are mean to each other when they're kids. I didn't understand him, at time. My older brother, I didn't always call him Fat Boy, but mean, he had a lot of names for me too. I mean, I had a lot of names for him. Even like Rolls or Rolls Royce or something like that shit. You pile up that fat on your body, you keep eating bad food, you're gonna get overweight. Going like to Jack's Bakery in Melvindale, Michigan, double doubles, cinnamon rolls. Fond memories, right? Rolls Royce, set on your side, 3 of them. Love handles, yeah. Love handles, rolls. Hey, Rolls. Rolls. How you doing, Rolls? What's up, Rolls? Fat boy. Big butt. All kind of things. But then what was wrong with me? I had some issues myself. I mean, if I couldn't learn something or had some problem with me, I think I had way too much energy as a kid. Always wanted to do these martial arts. Then what happened to me, I was good at baseball, but I was pretty good at baseball. I was good at it. I mean, okay, how to say it. The coaches at times would give me baseballs signed by all the players on the Little League team. The coaches would try to give me honors, trophies, and baseball signed, and different things to remember them by, gloves and stuff like that, cards maybe, stuff in the history of Melvindale, Michigan that, see, they, there's a forest right by, also by those baseball diamonds at Strong Junior High and Middle School. There's a forest there, and there's like a lot of land there. And then there's baseball diamonds that they destroyed, mutilated, took down, whatever. Took it all down. They put up a new Allendale School of the Dragons. Really? This is really what they do to Melvindale. But what was that? What was that like? Inspired by Back to the Future? Interesting. Back to the Future clock tower. That Back to the Future clock tower, that's inspired by me in originally. Why is that? I was presenting these teachers I was presenting these ideas to the Don teachers, this Raymond Patterson guy, all these prominent Dons in our community here. Yeah. Presenting all these ideas about Back to the Future also. And that watch, they made one inspired by my ideas. Timex, I always wore a Timex watch to class. I believe it was like an Iron Man one. He always told me, he said, if you don't have an Expedition watch, Ryan, better get one before, when you train. But that's because he knew he was leaving year, 1996, when this game came out. See, this is what I think happened. The neighbors I'm speaking about, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. I didn't know he was already an attorney before he came to Dojo. I believe he didn't develop his law firm as much until after the class. Maybe he had developed already, but it hadn't, something about that law firm didn't take off. That Scoop and Lucas law firm. What is their true history? It has me wondering, because it's telling me something more about. I'm curious if this guy's actually. He's got some history too. This Charles Scoop guy. If you look him up on Wikipedia here. 1947, was that the year he was honorably discharged? Okay, and then it's something more about 1970. Yeah, I don't know exactly the years, but those are years given correlation to Shenmue. But why did they say that like that? See, this is the original history of Shenmue, what we know it, but this is another thing I'm figuring out here. Because the right people in my history are not showing that they're on my side here. That's not right. That's wrong. There's errors here to correct. And I'm not just wanting to be somebody only in history. Because that didn't even, it's like a legacy I'm supposed to possess, and I really do, that nobody's giving me the credit for. There's a lot I know, and a lot it's like this is another thing. Like there's characters in the game that, well, Joy married Dong Yu, right? Don Yu. Said it wrong. Must be tired. Whatever it is. It looks like Joy and Don Yu. He's Howard. I don't know. Okay. Really, you could be a kid that's a bully in my history, looking like a guy named Dusty. Behind what? Wall Street Park, Palmer Park. What is it? Is that Dusty? Peed on me and slide. Somebody else. It's funny to me because some of these characters are kind of, like I don't want to really say that about the disclaimer, really, but in another way, I might know how to figure out who all these characters are, but I don't want to just say that because I don't know their identities. And so, sometimes people are dead people. And in history, throughout time in history, people do die. There's a lot I could say. But to conclude this, I have to say I'm getting a little tired here, but to really, say this more about this, it's like to not say too much information at times, because where am I going to go with this? Anyway, when, I'm not getting the right respect I need, that I should have had, because the right opportunities were only to be presented to me, only, really. If I could share that opportunity with some people, I would, but that would be mine to share, and not really, like the neighbors that are related to the teacher. Okay? Seriously, I'm saying. The neighbors that are related to the teacher that gave them these opportunities and things, nice things. But then again, I'm not aware of what was not presented to me correctly in 1995. I'm not. Nobody told me these things at all. Nobody told me, like, if at all, and even, vaguely something that I don't like to admit or wouldn't want to admit, especially now. I'm not just going to say these things, but this is because these things are done, it's using my likeness. It's using my reputation from what it was supposed to become like. And, now I'm always supposed to, I believe that I was wanting to be the martial artist, all these things that I've already earned this respect. I've earned this kind of respect, but I never was able to develop and pursue these things and become what I was supposed to be in life. This is a serious offense. It really is. It's a really, really serious offense. And the fact that the world would just ignore this, really, see, this is why I'm saying I chose to do this for Japan myself personally when I was only 14. Could have did it at 13 or any age, probably. But when I did train, And I came in the train in 1995. I came in the train in 1995. I told the teacher, I said, I want to do these things for Japan. But I also said that this was going to be used. I wanted these things to be used to for good. That's why I wanted these things to be inspired to even game developers. I mean, I liked video games, but I didn't even know what a game developer was. I didn't know what a video game artist was. This is something that he brought up. He's talking about, game artists, developers, or something. He brought up, or I brought up the companies. I don't know how it was really said. Let me clarify that. I don't know how it was explained to each other. We talked in the changing room about Sega, and I've talked about Tekken. I played Tekken 2 that year from an arcade hall. And so these different claims were inspired of, these different claims, these different ideas. And sold off wherever they went to, where did they go, whatever they went, I don't know. They started with me. But these were meant to inspire video games. Yes. But when the teachers, see, it's not that, and there's no way to contract or anything. I know things are different then. Okay. It's like, I know, and I should have known that teacher. I should have known him personally very well. I feel sorry in a way that I could not get to know him. He came to my house one time. I was the same age. I was training probably the next day with him. It wasn't my choice. It was not my choice to make him leave the house, but I live with parents. Yeah, I'm only that age, and it's not my choice that I couldn't get to know anybody. The family I'm living with is so overly protective. And I would apologize for that, and I do, but I can't help that. I can't help that, and I can't help that I started out with this in the martial arts. See, this is really the foundation of my talent, being Shenmue and Jin and these things. This is the foundational part of my talent that was to make me something more in life. That's what I thought I had agreed upon with the Don teacher bringing Savoy after class. Because these royalties and these things were supposed to go to me. They're supposed to go to me because I told the teachers, I have this disability. I have a disability. I have mental illness. Problems. There's something wrong with me. I want these royalties, the money, to go to me to help me get better. Now that's the problem that, see, I can't help it if he didn't record me saying these things. But somebody made a mistake along the way. It appears that, the deals potentially the dealings, the business, whatever, with Sega. What are the names? Ryo Hazuki, Sega. Let's just say it all anyway. Bandai Namco. Where did Deep Silver come from? I earned a silver medal. Tom, the hot dog truck. Just throw it out there. Whatever. I'm living in a neighborhood. I don't really know anybody personally. I'm not going to stop training these martial arts ever in my life. I've got to do something with my life. And this is something that gives me reason to be healthy, to keep living my life, to always aspire to live my life. Aspire to live it. Aspire to be special. Aspire to do more with my life, because my life was supposed to mean something more, I think. It's not my fault that there's a girl that comes into my life that will not do what she does with the other people that are supposed to be men to her. You know, they're supposed to be like dignified as men to her, or to me, they're dignified as men to her. But to me, well, they're dignified as men to me too. But then I don't get the respect for being a man to her. And why is that? She knows who I am, but she doesn't tell me who she is. Ever, 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 ever. That's the biggest problem here. What's funny to me, this girl, and I'll say it, to elaborate on this somewhat, Sarah, okay? She remembers me being sexy as hell. And like sexiest people in Hollywood. More sexier than your darker colored friends. Not racist, but sounds to me like she's got these guys that are sexy to her, they're dark skinned too. Whatever now it is, okay? Not racist, but I've got people in my Hispanic culture, really dark, cool people. They wish they could be my skin tone. They wish they could be lighter skin tone. Okay, I know that's more accepted worldwide, yeah, but who am I in true history, even if it's just a few years ago? I'm really Ryo Hazuki. I'm really Jin Kazama. And I'm all these glorious, sexy things that make me cool. But, this is the problem too. It's not just her who didn't reveal this to me, because she's already knowing my next door neighbors even before I moved in here. Oh, it's so offensive, the shit I had to go through, damn it, wow. Like, I'm fathomed and unbelievably can never understand how this went wrong. If I had known who the people were in the store, and then if I realized that's the same girl from that class that jumped on me, spat, punched, slugged, copied, likeness to Tekken 7, Nina Williams versus whatever that time became, that's inspired by that too. Inuyasha, Final Chapter is inspired by that. Looks so beautiful and nice. Ekagome. Oh, that's two different people, Kikyo and Kagome. And it's also the likeness of two different people from that private school I went to. I know they both remember me sharpening my pencil. If I knew all this was happening, I would have been sharpening my dick in their asses in the bathroom, right in front of the teachers. Sharpening it right in front of you. So all those guys that watch me sharpen my cock inside you guys, because this is the problem I have. You don't respect me today, do you? See, that's a big problem. Nobody wants to respect who I am. In Michigan. And we're in the whole damn country. I've been going through this shit for 31 years. And nobody cares to acknowledge who I am. You know who I am? That's who I am. That's what I was starting to become something more. But I started out as Ryo Hazuki, Jin, and then these expensive claims at only 14 or 13 years of age. I've proven the talent, the potentials to be way more than just those things. Now that's a very special thing to claim, because that's a very special thing to claim, but I'm not just wanting to just share that with somebody, to share that with a teacher's family. And I guess his family members were squawking and mad as hell, even the coaching like that. I remember them claiming, like, we're going to get those teas. We're going to get that. Ha, ha, ha. They were laughing, those kids were laughing like crazy. Wow. They're laughing and like sound like this wolf club or something, like mad as hell. wolf puppies, pups, wolf pups, or pups, not cats. But that's what I thought. That's I think today. His wolf pack. This guy, he has his own wolf pack. I don't to say that, but he's got a wolf pack to take care of. I was not obligated to take care of your wolf pack, and that's what you didn't understand about me. These claims, like I said, I'm saying it again, about to close pretty soon. They were to be like this, teacher. And I know this guy's living like in $1 million home in Gilbert, Arizona, living a good life, probably got a few homes in the mountains in Arizona, Florida, wherever, his family's got homes. Well, I earned my respect too at that age. But you see, they're like using my likeness, image, what I was to be, my reputation, to help themselves with that. I never agreed with that with the teacher. In a way, I was kind of confused about, pastor sermons. I mean, I'm just, this guy, see, this teacher's related to me from a pastor in the Christian faith, okay? I understand this now. I'm just saying this to let this be known that I was confused about these, pastoral sermons, whatever Christians to call it, okay? Call what it is, because I didn't ask to be taught these things like this or whatever, but this is what I'm taught. There's a saying that in martial arts or in anything in life, a dog always does what it's taught. But the way I'm taught these things, the way I'm not understanding what's really going on too, has been destructive to what I'm supposed to be like. So this has been the problem. And it's like this, okay? These claims are real claims. And I'm not supposed to be nobody. No way. No way. Am I not cool? Fuck that, damn it. No way I'm not a cool guy. And no way am I accepting that I'm not sexy. Shit. If girls, whatever age, I don't know. I mean, I know there's laws, but... And that there's a little pen and a little paper, whatever it is. They might want to make a guy, they might want to make 10 Ryo Hazukis. But I'm the first one. And that's the thing about this. It's not about a boy band. It's not about that. A pretty, dreamy boy that, or looks like a man or something like. It's somewhat about that. Maybe in a way. But look at what happened to me. I'm the guy played by all these fucking years suffering by America, Michigan, and where else in the world, there's a strong misunderstanding about who I am to other people on their ends, and they're misunderstanding the kind of good person I really am, and then they use that to suck the life out of me like special snakes, take that all from me, and wow, what am I left with to make it in life? Absolutely nothing, ever. Is there anything right or justly making sense in that regard to who I'm supposed to be? See, what I did in that degree, it doesn't matter if my parents even paid for that degree. That's another way to look at it. I'm the guy, I'm the recipient, I'm the student, I'm the martial arts expert, the practitioner, the master, these things. I did all these things. I earned these things. It doesn't matter if that thing was given to me for not a price tag. I might have even paid for it, part of it, some of it, I don't know, all of it. I did have a paper route at the time for the News Herald. I was a very hard-working paper boy when I was a child. That's another thing probably their son never was. See, I was always wondering why their son came over and started snow blowing. And I don't want to brag when I'm like a kid, but you know, what my parents made me do and my brother do, we didn't have a snowblower back then. We made $5, maybe $10, $2 if lucky, nothing sometimes. Just little Mexican kids, right? But we don't settle down. We don't know what to do. I'm living like that. Okay, not being a racist or nothing, but this is not Southwest Detroit where I'm living. It's a problem in a way. I'm shoveling all Allen Park, sometimes all Melvindale, especially all Melvindale. Maybe a couple times, 3 times, shoveled a lot of Allen Park. Melvindale as a kid, as a child. I was only 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11, 12. I don't know what, probably between the ages of 9, probably the ages of 9 and 12. But I shoveled snow with my older brother, and a lot of deep snow. To make a child do those things is child labor. But my parents told me to shovel snow, and my brother. You guys think you had it easy to come over here and snow blow? Those times you did, I thought that was kind of funny in my mind, honestly. You come over here with your son, and he's snow blowing, and he's getting to know my dad. Yeah, it's funny to me. Is that my dad? I wonder at times. That's how crazy my life is too. It's out there. There's snow blowing. You guys, I remember you told my dad or something, why didn't your kids come up here, Rudy? Why are you doing this, Rudy? Your Scoopin' family said that, Charlie. So I'm saying that to you. I want to call you Charlie, Mr. Scoopin'. If you guys are saying that to my dad, right? Okay. Well, that's kind of offensive to me, because the way I grew up in Detroit, Melvindale, the way I've grown up, what I had to go through, I had a hard life growing up. Very hard life. Even my brother did. You know what I'm about? Earning everything on my own with hard-working jobs, paper routes. And then you guys think you own my life, my whole reputation, and I face the ultimate discriminations in the state of Michigan, the ultimate discriminations from getting work here, the ultimate terrible, terrifying unemployment. I can't get a good job. I can't get my reputation. Women don't respect me here. In America, too, and around the planet, I'm screwed up here. And I did this to contribute to Yu Suzuki's project of Shenmue. You guys claiming that, too? Who do you think you are? I'm from part of the state of Michigan, Wayne County or whatever, but see, where I'm from is a different type of people. And the only reason, one of the reasons I moved here, and I actually wanted to move out of Melvindale at the time. Probably should have stayed there anyway. Probably should have just moved deeper into Detroit. It didn't work for my parents to live there. I think it always would have worked for me to be in Detroit or New York or something like that. Better city like that, honestly. Because your kids, if I tell this to Mr. Scoopin, his kids are college prep kids. So is the students from school. Let's name them. Jacob Tanova. It's like a college prep student or something. It's just kids that are given things, free things. Women love them. Beautiful, I'll say it, beautiful Polish women love those type of kids around here. Beautiful Slavic women, German women. I mean, I think your women are beautiful too, but they don't really like me as a kid, probably, unless I'm somebody special. A little brown kid, whatever the hell it is here. That's what way I'm growing up like. Got people not respecting me, paying me when I'm doing paper routes, work for cities. Yeah, I'm going to make you mad as hell to hear these things, but they're not lies. And this Sarah girl, it's got me wondering who she was. These gold glasses. I'm in class, that kid that also remembers, whatever, I'm not going to say. A cider mill, stupid memory, but I always wondered at different times of my life who there's a Sarah. She had these gold glasses. I don't think she always wore them, but I think I remember her maybe from the church. Who the hell were they? It's like a play to make me look like a fool my whole life living here. I mean, it's like a curse for me to even be here. But I have to have a pastor tell me these things. He's going to have a heart attack telling me these things. Both of them, associate and the head one. I don't think he would tell me these things. He don't respect anything I say probably anyway. He thinks probably those people from that Woodhaven Worship Center are going to say, like, that's a long time ago. Yeah, it is, but I never want to stay here anyway. I earned my respect. All of it. A long time ago. And this is cover up, the charade, the lies, the deception, all these terrible things I go through. I was never wanting to live like this. And don't think I ever want to be some kind of a pastor. I'd rather pastor here. But I'm not thinking that's even in my... That's not even good enough for me. You're looking at somebody who did martial arts, talented things, athletic things, and believes they can still do these things in such a way that it's good enough. Should be better, could be better, might be better today. I don't know. But the things I've done are things that actually didn't just change this community surrounding Shenmue County. No, they changed your whole planet called Earth that has water on it. Okay, I'm not like a little guy that thinks he's nothing. No, you don't even know who I think I am. And that's something about me that I don't just say, but I have to say these things on the internet sometimes. Because this is a continuing, ongoing thing with this, the state does not own what I claim. They don't even, I don't want to offend people, but I know what I'm supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be, what I am. It's not acceptable to me that a neighbor come into this community review. It's only right that they would tell me who they are. Who am I going to tell this to? Raymond, go back to the source here. That's the guy. Or Sarah, because that's his girlfriend, right? Is that one of your bitches? So that's all she was somebody that did guys in bathrooms. I mean, come on now. I would never think to do that with a girl in a bathroom. And even for my first time to share with multiple people, let's just go back to that time, all right? The gym teacher living down the street right here in Riverview remembers those days, right? I don't want to give him a heart attack. No, I don't. I don't even know what his health is like these days. Maybe he helped me in some ways over the years. And whatever kind of crime that went wrong in the street, just before something worse happened, 2016, not candles. It's not my fault you guys screwed up and on your own. Okay? I don't want to say nothing really, because to be honest, I don't really know anything anyway. But that's just something for you to figure out too. See, there's a lot I would say, and I don't know how to say anything to the people in this community of Riverview, Michigan, that are getting away with these heinous crimes. This is what I'm saying to the planet, to Asia, okay, to in Canada, all these people, friends of me on Facebook. Riverview, Michigan knows these things are going on, but these neighbors, I guess they're flying around the planet or something. They fly, they do things, they go places. I don't even know if they're involved in some kind of assassination business. Okay, are they affiliated with the government too? That's another thing. I don't know what I'm getting into with them or what I've gotten into with them. I'm not afraid of that, really. I'm not, because, well, I've earned my respect already anyway. But I haven't lived my life the way it's ever been meant to be lived. And one of the things I told the Don teacher, that is also known as the head instructor, certified teacher, this Raymond Patrick Savoy guy, are you a cop? I don't even know who you are anymore. I did say to him in the changing room that I would, I'm aspiring to live a long life. But that is also claiming living the life with what I earned. It was never my obligation to give, a little bit of this. And imagine giving all of this away to someone else. That was never my obligation to you. But see, this teacher of, what is it? Okay, so there's a guy that came in the changing room, shook my hand. That's his neighbor next door. Okay, I didn't know exactly who that guy was, but it also fathoms me too, if I could tell Raymond this also, okay, so I didn't know, is it also that, how did my parents, my own parents, they deny, or is it this? I don't know if they deny this, my own parents, but I moved in next door to the same family, and they were in that karate class. Now that's something else too to really consider and really figure out here. I had no idea, absolutely, that when I had moved from this community called Melvindale, Michigan, that I would be moving next door to the people that are related to the Savoy family. Remember, Raymond, the Don teacher, he's Russ Sankey's probably the most impressive Don he trained, right? I think that's what he is. But this is the problem too. I moved next door. These family members related to him, nobody told me that. I vaguely remember okay. Why I barely knew that the Sarah girl that I inquired to get to know, and she didn't tell me what I needed to know about her personally. I needed to know a lot of personal things about her. Not a lot, but a few things. Nobody told me even a few things I should have known. The basic few things. Just the basics. The basic things I needed to know about this Sarah girl. She wouldn't say, and this is the problem. It's interfering with my reputation that I earned. It's interfering with my reputation. I'm supposed to have a reputation. I'm not Jesus. Okay, and let me make it clear to the world. I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm supposed to have a man's reputation. I have a penis. I'm supposed to use it on girls, women, females that are human beings that are whatever age they are, right of consent. I don't care if you're teenagers. I'm this, Ryo Hazuki. I don't give a shit what the fuck people will say. I don't get respect because I earned it already. I mean, how to say it? That's worded wrong. I don't think I have to have that respect initially. Anyway, I already earned the respect. And in fact, there's so many times I would not even use profanity ever. I had too much respect to use profanity usually. But all the times I can remember in those 90s years, early years, you know, like when bullies and people would pick on me and try to get me mad. Yeah, I did use profanity at times, but I mean, this is like an old school way to live. Sasha Mitchell does say that Joey D'Angelo, there's a David song to Joey D'Angelo, kickboxer too, and you shouldn't swear all the time. If you swear all the time, it loses its meaning. You got that? And why I'm like that also, well, that makes sense. People do swear, you know, in culture in America, like, to use meaning. It has meaning. It means something. It kind of makes your point clear if you have to use that type of language to you know, resort to that. And this is, you know, because what? Stress, you know, kills people. Stress kills everybody. Kills people. Stress kills. But the way I'm living is like worse than stress. I mean, I'm living like, can't even have women in my life too. Even if there's another problem, even if I wanted to have women in my life, the way I'm living, even if it was 10 years ago, I can't have that. Why? I might have a friend who's really jealous of me. I might have a brother, someone, family member, whatever, too jealous and I get sick over that. People don't say that in my family circle, but one person could be a parent. They're going to get too sick over me having a girlfriend or me having sexual relations with a woman. They get too mad at me. Could be a neighbor. Could be an 85-year-old neighbor being 71 now. They might get sick over that. People don't say it, but nobody respects my needs. And who is a neighbor that I don't even know, says they're in their 20s or 30s, whatever, and then they're actually 85 or something, or 78. What are they, the neighbor? What am I from this certified degree? This is the same federation that, you know, Chuck Norris trained under. Chuck Norris is known, right? See, the military contribution I did for the planet and everything, this is military representation too. This inspired the military, inspired police, legal authorities around the world. I inspired them. But that's the problem here. These things are not respected in my history, so I can never be what I'm supposed to be. Planet, all these years, all this time. Well, I'm still here, and I think I can still do these things. I think I have the potential to still do these things and still be respected like this. But this is upon certain people in society, certain types, genders of people. Well, you know, when I say certain genders, people, okay, you know, two's enough, three's a crowd, whatever they say. It's like an old saying of somebody. I only think about, it's like this: there's only two kinds of people, good people and bad people. I look at it like that, in that kind of context also. Like there's two different kinds of people, as far as character would go, and gender is different, well, there's different kinds of people like that too. It's male or female. Okay. But, to be what I'm supposed to be anyway, and I have enough liberal ways about me, enough ways like that too. Age to me is just a number. What people don't say that they would do, and because why? Because of maybe their pride of what they're supposed to be like, what they've been deprived, not pride, but what they've been deprived of. That's another way to look at it. That's crazy too. But it was never right for anyone to claim this other than me. All these things from my degree, a house in Kanagawa Prefecture, that's also supposed to be where I would live. I could have been this guy long ago, even when I was 16 or 17. Well, then again, maybe that would have been possible. I don't know exactly when the Hazuki residency officially was built. What other story, whatnot, yes or no, about the Hazuki residency in Kanagawa Prefecture? See, this is because, to my knowledge, I do know that the game came out for the Sega Saturn too. What year was that? Was that 1997 or 8? But it came out for the Dreamcast in 99. See, I should have been down there long ago. But the teacher didn't reach out to me. The people he knew that are still in the state of Michigan, it could have been the pastor from that church. It could have been his uncle. Nobody told me what I needed to know. Instead of his uncle singing songs in some kind of a dedicated to Ryan Salazar, okay, that's kind of special, yes. But in addition, what do I talk about that is, that he already knows? May have already watched those videos too, VHS content. Who has those? I'd like to get that back. This is a lot of nerve people might have here. But in another way, you're looking at him. The guy you worship from video games, he's not from Thailand. He's not from Korea. He's not from China. He's not even really from Japan. Unless was he a real person, born in 1968? I don't know if that's true. Numbers in the Shenmue, everybody around the world here, they correlate to what I am. Okay. 19 is a century, 19th century. But when you say 1968, and then when you say the year 1986, the year these things took place, November 29th, 1986 at 4 p.m., what do they say in golf? When a ball's coming, 4, whatever, okay? But you add up, take 1900, take 1968, 6 plus 8, take 1900, 1986. Let's keep that separate. 6 plus 8, 1968 equals 14. 1986, 8 plus 6. If you switch it or whatever, it's going to mean the same thing. It's going to mean 14. But they don't tell you this about Shenmue. And if he was in fact born in 1968, technically, to say it, literally, I'll just say it like this. If you take the numbers, 1968, Ryo Hazuki is born, he's not a real person, but he's not a Kiryuki if he's born in 1968. But this is where I was supposed to disappear in the country at some point, but nobody would let me know these things. See, that's another problem I have. I had a life purpose. Let me explain this. I really strongly believe I still have a strong life purpose to do these same things, or most of these things. But the bigger problem is, I should not have to point these things out, to say these things. I should not have ever had to admit these things on the internet, on a YouTube channel. Instead, the right person, maybe not even the right person, it could have been anybody, as long as they are, someone that would be, someone that could do this. If you can tell me who my neighbors are, if you can tell me who the pastors are and what they're hiding, what they're not saying, if somebody could tell me about the situation that I've been put into, and this teacher had all these things intended for me, but this is why I believe the teacher all this time had a scheme against me to take this. See, so this is the problem I have. It's not that, it's not that I want the teachers to be mad at me or anyone to take it like that, but I'm never going to be the same person again, because this is what I am. I'm the founder, the co-founder. I'm not Ryo Hazuki. You're not going to make my name be Erwin and Sam Yual. You're not going to make me be, whatever. Like, I'm Ryan, born, right? I guess my name is Ryan, but then they said my name's Ryo. So it's more even before that, maybe. But and then the what? Jin, Mercy. Well, this is all this. These things are like the same things. And how many times I've got to tell people these things? Like on the internet, how many times do I have to? I kind of feel like there has to be, sometimes these things have to be evaluated correctly on the internet, because even if these people that are in my history are claiming that they're pastors in churches, that's just sick to me to say that when they don't tell me nothing of what I always needed to know. They would have the nerve to not say nothing. It's just too sick. Wait, but I can really understand this too. Money is something of value. Money is something that must be earned. Well, that's why I value that degree. And I know why the teacher would say he doesn't value that degree, because of what I'm telling people on the internet. He knows what he's doing, but I don't think he ever cared enough. He didn't care enough because, like I said before, these people in my history, to me, they lost interest in me. And I do understand it's not like my fault in a way, but it might be maybe people I'm living with. They gave up. This teachers might have given up on me for that, doing that for me or whatever. But then there came the day when I would be 17, when I would be a teenager, in my later years, more of a teenager. There came the days when I would those days when I would start to become 18. Those days were coming anyway. the teacher or teachers did not have to do that, to not tell me nothing, not say nothing. It's just not right. And then they were supposed to say these things. So it's quite a mess to really figure out how to justify this for their end, like I'm obligated to help his family on his end all this time to make him not look bad on his end. If anything, the Japanese, the intelligent straight A students in Korea and Japan and everyone should really respect me for who I am, even from this one certificate. Because I did something that was special and that nobody else on the planet has ever done, ever. So why am I disrespected all this time in Michigan? Not living the life, not, my house, one of my homes should be in Bloomfield Hills. And one of my other homes should be in California, at least, or Florida or something. Like, I should have homes, multiple homes, and a best lifestyle to live, because but this is not just that. It's like, these are like expensive claims in business related contexts, like royalties, all the things that, this is actually what I did. And it's not how to really say this. I don't care that people might get offended to hear me say these things. I really don't care. I don't care. But what I really care about more is the fact that I'm this person anyway, this quality good person anyway, this type of valuable person anyway, because that's me, Ryo Hazuki too, and not just that, all the other ones, titles, that's me too. And when the colleges get arrogant, disgusting as fucking hell around here, and don't give me the respect I deserve and earned all my life, I'm disgusted. It's like colleges are not even good enough for me to go to. They're not even in my league. I'm better than the colleges, I think. And for them to say I need to go back to school, wow. And I earned all of this kind of expensive, prominent, awesome respect. I did that. Not someone else. That's me. See, that's not right. That doesn't sit right. But the reason, is like no reason. It's just not one, really, there's not really one way to even justify this. There's too much going on in a way I can understand between all the different parties and collaboration out there, whether it's Sega, the game creators, the martial artists involved in this making of Shenmue project, the game developers, the main ones leading up to the Shenmue project, and more than the main one, whatever. It's like, it's a back and forth battle in a way. But eventually, when you're playing like ping pong, you're going to win eventually, or get a prize, or you're going to score the right kind of points in ping pong eventually. It reminds me of like the slot ping pong machine. It's like those arcades where, is that what it's called? Ping pong? I think that's what they call it. Not talking about table tennis. Again, it's late at night. But eventually, it's like a back and forth battle I've been having for a long time, and I don't think it's right for me to deal with something like this. because where's the money for me to get the things I needed? This is why, and I'm just going to say this and close this broadcast briefly here. This is why I did explain to this, head instructor, the non-teacher. I told him, I said, hey, if you like my fight choreography, use me for making video games. And I explained to him some of my ideas. Was it Japanese-oriented video game? I did say that to him. And I said more. I said, make the story something. Okay, maybe that part. Well, the story was some of the storyline I think was like I don't know how it would really have to be determined about what I think of the storyline of Shenmue, and especially in Shenmue I, especially that first sequel. So Shenmue I was and I how to say it, I do remember some things that I shared with the teacher, but I just and that did back to it inspired the storyline of Shenmue I, especially like that 70-man battle, motorcycle going there, that too, in a way, like a moped. I won't say nothing more about that. Yeah. But so these claims are very old. I know that. I do realize that. But this is like another part of my life history, for being what I know myself to be, like, because I live my life. There's only one, Ryan M. Salazar. There's only one Ryan Salazar. That's me. And there's only one guy. And I don't like to call myself that. I like to consider myself these things that I'm, these things that I've proven in my history. I don't like to be given the disrespect in my history over time when I wasn't properly given what I had earned because I was supposed to be in Japan all these years. And that's the problem I've been having. I'm realizing that people just don't think of me the way I'm supposed to be depicted in history and time, and for what I represent. That is the beginning of my life to live, my legacy, the beginning of it. And it's just been, it has been a problem for me. So I'm just saying these things on the internet because they have to be really clarified and said at different times. And I might have to repeat myself sometimes because I don't think, people, the right people, they may just be regular people too. They're not understanding these things here. They're not understanding these basics. These are facts. Everything I say is a fact. Everything I say is true. Nothing I say is a lie. I'll leave it at that too, okay? Nothing I ever say is a lie. I'll say it again to the girl I dated. Nothing I ever said to you was a lie. You want to test me for everything about taking your panties because you wouldn't fuck me? I don't care, Sarah. I'll say that too. Am I Japanese like that? Yeah, I think I am too. But that's what I'm saying. Why would I do that? Because why? Because you had it all set up, sir. You had it all in for me to not ever get with me like that. If you're going to be with me in a romantic relationship, you have feelings for me, I have feelings for you. It seemed like that. You didn't tell me, well, if you wanted to just be friends, but then that's not what your intention was. See, this girl wanted to take the degree from my own room and use it for her portfolio in special education class to get a hold of those royalties or something more. I don't know how many hundreds of grands she got from that degree to her friends, to herself. Did you hit the windfall with that? See, I don't really know if she got even $1 million or something more out of it, or two, or whatever. That's an expensive plane, what I did for Shenmue. I know what I did. She did explain to me, Sarah did explain for okay. She explained to me like, briefly, and she was happy with me, but the truth came out one time too. That time, it paid for dinner or something. Paid for lunch. The royalties I earned. And then I was starting to ask Sarah about that, and she just closed up and didn't want to say nothing about it. But at the time, I forgot a lot about Raymond. It's been years then. I didn't even know she knew Raymond for sure. Like every time I was with a Sarah Bach girl, I didn't know if she actually knew that Raymond Savoy guy. I didn't actually know. Certainly does she know this man. That man represents that, what I contributed to, what I earned in my history. And that's what I've been aspiring to be, to go there, to do the things I'm claiming. That is why I asked her repetitively, do you know, and I named the 4 Dons off. How many times? There are 4 of them. Not 5, but I'm like that too. There are 4 Dons, technically. And I named them off, all their names. I said that how many repetitive times within a 3-year duration. Okay. A little money, 20 grand, $5, $2. I know people around here think they're so special with their university backgrounds. It's weird to me. But, you know, like a little lawsuit. I don't want a lawsuit against local people here. Really, I don't. I mean, I don't want to have to even go that route. Lawsuit against local people in the community here. Riverview, Michigan, is it? Okay. I don't really think that's justifying my reputation, the kind of good person I am, the good name I have, really. And they don't know me anyway, people around here. But that's the problem, too. I cannot just say that I'm okay with little lawsuit, and I don't want a lawsuit against what they're supposed to say they have. Okay, because probably what some people you have, and what people they know in other areas is what I should have had. Maybe some of them are in Florida. Maybe some of them. What was that one kid's name? I don't remember. I'm not the Rock. I'm not ever representing the Rock. I mean, you know, I did explain it one time in school, like sometimes like the way my mind would think, I'm thinking about watching the movie Bloodsport, something spiritual more like about that movie. And when I do stretching, training, yoga, whatever, martial arts, karate, yes, when I do that, maybe my eyebrow, one of them goes up, and then it comes back down. But I'm just saying, okay, that's a longer time ago too. But that's something I guess, you know, honestly, and the student that I was explaining this to about saying, you know, I'm thinking about JCBD. I'm not thinking about the Wrestling Federation. But, you know, okay, so even though I remember watching these wrestlers all these years, but then I stopped watching that, but see, I always aspired to be the martial artist that I've, you know, that I earned myself in my history to be. I told this to one student, he don't know me anyway. He's got palm trees, and, you know, girls in bikinis on his mind, I think, anyway. Bikinis and what else is he thinking about? Designer brand clothes. See, that's just a time that, like, if wearing Ralph Lauren is better than wearing chaps, and if being with a girl, it's not your type, it's not his type, it's not good enough for him, that's making me look good, but maybe it's not my preference at the time. That's another way to say it. But to be like that, and to not make myself look good, but I'll just take what he's got and make me look good with what he's got. It doesn't have to be money, but it will be money before I'm with the girl or whatever. I don't know how it happened, but there may be something going on that. And I'm not really aware of what happened there, but because nobody would tell me nothing anyway. I wondered why, some of those special ed teachers, whatever, okay, I have a lot of respect for them too, but I just don't know why they, I kind of wondered why they wanted to take a picture of that degree, but I see that's another problem. The teachers I trained with told me not to show the degree to anyone. Keep it, it's for you. It gets confusing, but like, that's what I'm saying too. See, what I did is is an understatement of what made this Shenmue, Tekken, and Yakuza. That's an understatement. The talent that they used from recording me, the black belt teachers, that's an understatement. This Shenmue, and even Jin's an understatement too, because Ryo Hazuki is also an understatement, but primarily, to say it like this, primarily the understatement is translated in this regard for my talent that is been emulated in Tekken and Shenmue and Yakuza a little bit, whatever, but Yakuza's more like I think that's more like some kind of a fan, maybe like a fan or some kind of base, some kind of a story, like a storyline created somehow. Okay, yeah, but primarily what I'm claiming is the power that I possessed that made these games. Because the moves alone, it doesn't seem like it's effective enough to some people that are probably some people that are in this Brazilian ground where it goes martial arts fighting and that. See, this is just a striking martial arts art that I've created on my own. Primarily, it's striking. It does have some judo. It may have some representations of somewhat of Hoshin souls, other things like that. But it's primarily it's striking martial arts I'm claiming. But the power that I had experienced that year, and who am I to say? Do I have to be that way again? I don't know anything because I don't have all these years, all this time, what I had earned. And to me, I should have a whole lot more than what I earned in 1985 that year, earning those things. I should have a whole lot more money, and respect. I already earned it long ago anyway, but that's the way I see my true self anyway, too. So primarily the claim is these games were made cool, yes, but I think what it is, it's more about art, these video games, than and let me state this too. I'm believing, I'm not believing, but like I'm representing myself. I mean, I am believing this too, but I'm, see, the way, I mean, what is, let me say this. If you're even a martial artist, if you're even a gladiator in Greece, in the old days or whatever, like if you're a cock in a cockfight, if you're a fighting fish, aquarium, whatever you are, what does fighting prove anyway? Yeah, it's the bigger man that walks away. I'm always that way anyway. But, like, yeah, it's the bigger man that walks away, but, and now what does fighting prove anyway? See? So, knowing that I'd proven this power, this talent, these truths about myself, it's not that I would brag or say, oh yeah, okay, whatever, but it's like, I've done these things already. And then, see, you don't just share your degree. Like if you go to college, you're not just going to share your university degree with me. Or, I mean, when I tell the neighbors that, the scooping people, are you going to share your attorney degree with me or your pilot degree with me? Share that with me? I mean, isn't that what's forced from me to do for your family? It's really offensive. It's never what was supposed to happen. And if anything, the neighbors, those kids should have had therapy and all the things given to me. If they can't get better from witnessing my talent, it's not my problem. And if they're gonna get sick over that, to not take my money, that's their problem. Clearly, I earned my respect. Clearly, I did all these things. And then what happens to me in turn at the turning point of the next century? See, I'm not supposed to go through any of these things. I'm not supposed to have an ongoing problem like that because, like I should have had a contract with that stupid people or whatever. I don't want to say stupid. I don't want to say that. There should have been like contracts or something. I'm guessing now, but this is the bigger problem here. These things are, this is like agreements, in a changing room. Did this attorney, okay, he's an attorney, did he have an office? Did he have an office to go to? Okay, that's something else too to consider. Did that Charles Scoopin literally have an office to go to? Maybe he didn't, and maybe the Scoopin family would say, maybe they would just say that he was like a working attorney from another firm or something, or he didn't actually have an office he worked at. Because I'm wondering, what is he doing there anyway? The family's there. Why are they even there training martial arts with the teacher that I know? And I guess he's related to them. Okay, well, why are they there? Why are they training there? Tell the teacher, why were they even there? Why were those two kids, who their names are, Brandon Bach and Sarah Bach, and why were they even there in class? Why were they even there? All the things that those people did for me, Raymond, all they did was give me more problems. How does that make me look as your professional martial arts expert? I mean, not your expert, but an expert, a fellow martial arts expert, I should say it like that. Fellow martial artists that have been training with you. It's like, I mean, this is the thing about Kung Fu. You train Kung Fu, your master is for seafood. It's also like your father. It's not kung fu, and it's just not all. It's not like going to a church. When you go into church, well, this is the confusing thing too. The guy is related to a pastor in the church. Everyone's family to everyone there. Everyone's hugging each other. Everyone's praying for each other. Some denominational faith of what is it, Christianity? They do similar rituals like that, in other religions too. But like, okay, you got that going. It's churches, and then the guy's related to that pastor, and then you got something else going here. You got people that are of different cultures and that than me. Whatever, it gets different. Just, I'm just saying, okay. There's things that need to be understood about this, okay? But now, thirdly, what I would say is that none of these things should have ever happened. So really, I guess you could say maybe 3 is the same as 2. Okay? Because the reason I'm saying that too, it's like I'm trying to figure out this whole, I guess what I really need to say, this whole broadcast too, in a way, is just going, it's like an overview of the history, the things I went through and that. But, how to really do this for myself too. People know I'm a good person. Even the people that I may be complaining about, they know I'm a good guy in a lot of ways. They know I'm honest. They know I'm a good person. And I can go back and forth. It's like a battle that just, it's never going to end. It's like, like, why would people even want to change what I created? And why would people even want to do that? Because it can't be you. Because it can't be you. My reputation was already established. At the time, barely established. But, how to say it? My reputation was established in training. In my karate, in my martial arts training. My reputation was to be established like that. Was established or something. And in those contexts like that. But then again, there's problems with maybe people outside of the dojang and the class. And I can't, how to say it, I can only be in one place at one time. I can only be training karate in those hours and those times. I can only be working out in my basement. It seemed like how to say it, I could only be doing that mostly, and occasionally, how to say it, maybe even once a week. It had maybe twice a week sometimes. Let's really talk about this. The women that liked me, the girls that liked me, that were becoming women. Even that long ago, to think like that, really, the ones that were so in love with me, the way I looked, the sex appeal I displayed. Just from wearing my clothes, going in and out of class. Or if I went to the bathroom a little more, wash my hands, or whatever I'm doing in there. It's like sharpening a pencil, drinking water. It's just too good anyway to what I'm doing, because it doesn't get acknowledged that it's unattractive, because I'm too sexy for myself. But I don't like to say that. But this problem too is that I cannot get to know these women or girls, whatever, that wanted to know me. I even had girls from the elementary. Well, I'm not saying elementary. Probably girls from what do I say, like the age range of females that were attracted to me. It's just it's always just problem. Okay, if a girl could feel feelings for a boy or feel feelings for you know looking like what I looked like, the way I looked, if they could feel feelings for me, they could be any age. Okay, there's no. It's just like I'm not saying I heard it or anything, but I remember that being like that, and I would have really stayed like that if I had been given in time, on time, what I had earned. What I earned. That may date as far back to 1995, but that should have been properly presented and given or something, acknowledged. Oh, see, that was supposed to be in my name, and if not that year, it should have came to me, indefinitely came to me, to my possession, to my name. That's my reputation. All these things from my history that I'm talking about, and it's just that has been the problem. That I think actually has been the real problem with this. There's even a house, I'm saying too, about my claims. There's a real Dobuita. There's a real Japan. There's a real Kanagawa prefecture. There was a real degree that represented these things. Great Wave, the background of that one degree. It's an art. These things are art. It's martial arts. It's another kind of an art. And these things are proven. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. And thank you everyone for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for trying to understand this. If you have, but you have to accept this, because you have to accept this anyway, even if some people would try to deny this. You're supposed to accept this, and you were supposed to. Some people were supposed to accept this a long time ago. It's not my problem. That's not my fault. I made people jealous of me. That was never my intention ever, to make a Don teacher jealous of me, to make their family members, their daughters that couldn't get with me, jealous of me. It's not my fault that they're just children. Might have been 8 years old. They might have been 11. They might have been 13. Okay, but this is what's going on here. It's like, see, at the same time, I was going through things that people in the military experience too. But it doesn't mean that I would always have these problems with the mind. See, it doesn't mean I'm bipolar even ever. It doesn't mean that I'm sick all my life. It doesn't mean that I'm not a living person. It doesn't mean that I'm a dead person, because I'm not. I'm alive. I'm supposed to live my life. But like, to go through these things at a younger age in your lifetime as a man, to be fully the 18 age, whatever, like, I'm a man at 14 too, but like to go through these things, um, it's to be expected to, you know, have what you have earned from being, you know, these awesome things, these claims in life. That's what I did with my lifetime too. In my lifetime, in my history, to be something more. The start of my legacy. That was the beginning of my legacy. This is Shenmue, and what they did for Tekken, the new character called Shin Kazama. There's more too, but this was the beginning of my life to live. See, it's not that anyone was ever supposed to claim likenesses or some kind of representations about what I did here. They were not supposed to include that in their name and their reputation, their business, whatever. No one was ever supposed to have this but me. Now, I'm believing also there's supposed to be more I was supposed to know, but this is why I say these things. People didn't make the right efforts ever to tell me these things. Somebody should have really made sure I understood this. And you know, even if it had to be like at, you know, in the beginning of the year 2001, 2 or something, this was supposed to be explained to me. Okay? Yes, I'm saying it's supposed to be explained to me, and it was not. So I'm just making this known on my YouTube channel. Thank you, everyone. I'm to be these things. I'm not ever denying myself of what I truly am. And I'm not saying there ever should be another person like me, really. I mean, I do say, you know, in my videos, because, you know, like what? I'm living here. I'm not really wanting to live here. I'm not even wanting people I care about. My history, I love to live here. I don't want that, but they live here. Probably not even good for anyone I know to live here. I care about. I don't know. How bad is it going to be here? See, this is the problem that I'm thinking about. Could be possible, but I'm supposed to be this way. And like for people to steal from me, you know, am I supposed to respect that ever? See, this is something, these are all things I can do. I can act. Even if it's not with martial arts, I can act. That's something that even these, you know, these some of these agents, talent agencies are not understanding. I can act. I can do these things. They don't know how good I can act. There's different reasons for these problems here. You know, like the people in my history, what am I gonna do about it? Because this is what I got going for me. This is what I've always had going for me. And for what? I go to a class, I earn a degree. The girl right out of class asked me, "Can I have your degree?" And why was she there, teacher? Why was she there? And now does she want to give this thing to her daughter or something? Is that something I don't even know about? I should shut up. See, this is a lot of crazy things going on here, too. I don't know how deep, how far this teacher would take this, because this is something I did. And it's not something I ever wanted to credit anyone he knows for what I did. Not at all. Not at all. And really, you know, that's another problem. And then his own family's, you know, see, it's a lot of terrible history. I think that has become this way and developed like this. because this is another thing going on too. They're involved with special companies too, Ford Motor Company, the Henry Ford houses stuff. Shit. It's like nobody would tell me nothing. You wouldn't say nothing. Nobody on your end's teacher would tell me nothing. I guess he didn't care about me anyway. But see, and this is why I think of him also like Naraku. That's a real true claim too. But he never would just say this himself. And in fact, I think even if I just say this, he may never want to show himself on television or Facebook and Sky. I guess he's always been that way anyway. But I don't care what his skin tone is like. I don't care. I never would judge him by his skin tone. And that I'm not saying he judged me by my skin tone, but you see, that's something I'm saying about this person. Like, he didn't judge me about my skin tone. And but I think he had some concerns about me because I do have the skin tone I have. But that's just something about the world that, the world is just the way it is anyway. Nobody can change the way things are, right? But that's the problem. There's too many things going on. But my conclusive, the conclusiveness of this video here is just like this. It's like I have to say these things. I think I should avail these things, even if on YouTube alone, or wherever it's broadcasted to. Yes, so I'm Ryo Hazuki 1. My LLC company claims 2. I cannot cannot deny myself, so I have to avail certain information regarding legally. This is me, okay? So I don't want to just say that lies, BS, crap. It's just, there's nothing I would want to say that's a lie. I don't want to say no. And I guess it's getting really late now. Okay. And thank you, everyone. I'm Ryo Hazuki 81.